Good morning. My name is Bianca, and this episode is about how their property director, Gordon, and how their maintenance man, Evan, forces me to bathe on camera nude, and they make me do sexual acts on camera. How they do it is Evan installed hidden cameras in my bathroom, in my bedroom, and closet, in my kitchen. So no matter where I go, I have to reveal my body. So these men on the property, they're paid to do a certain job, but they're also sexual battery. Okay, and they're trying to cover this up. And I want to make the public aware about what's going on in Cincinnati. Um, these people get paid by a cartel uh, that started in my life out of the Gamble Nippert YMCA. There's a lifeguard by the name of Zach, and he works with a ring of men. Okay, they're Freemasons, they're police officers. And what they do is they target single mothers and children. And what they do is they sneak cameras in a female's home. Then they capture footage, illicit footage, and then they start to sell it. Then they start telling people the female victim is a prostitute. And so this is what Zach does out of the Gamble Nippert YMCA. He does this to total strangers. And somehow he's made a deal with Gordon and Evan. Okay? And so they go around here perpetrating a fraud to help battered women. So I was a homeless woman looking for shelter. So these type of men take advantage of unfortunate women. Men like Zach at the YMCA, Gordon, and Evan. And what they do is they money launder the money and they start to sell it to the female victim's neighbors and property owner and management and maintenance. And before you know it, everybody is attacking that female based off of slander and illegal footage. This is non-consensual footage. So what I'm saying is that Gordon, whoever Henry Gordon is, whoever Evan is at the Anna Louise Inn, they're getting paid illegal money to occupy their positions of authority to batter women. And they have a network of women that are helping them do it. People like Beth, Vianne, and several female tenants are surrounding Gordon and Evan to batter me in this apartment. And they're trying to keep it secret what they're doing. So I'm being made to perform sexual acts for Gordon and Evan while they get to work here. So every time I shower, every time I go to the bathroom, if I have any type of sexual relationship, it's all on camera for Gordon and Evan and whoever else is in this apartment building watching. And I have to look at them every day. And Gordon knows what he's doing, and so does Evan. And Evan likes to do sexual harassment things to let me know that he's watching me in my apartment. Some of the lewd comments. I remember being outside at the Off the Streets program, and I remember being outside by myself, and I remember Evan coming out there, and Evan says, "Ooh, isn't that a pretty PUSSY?" And he says, "Ooh, I'm looking for my BALLS." He said, "Oh, that's such a pretty Pussy." He said it twice. And I left from out of the garden area. That's when I started to know that Evan was watching me in my apartment. Because why would he feel so open to say something like that to me? And this is what I've been dealing with at the Anna Louise Inn, located at 2401 Reading Road, Cincinnati, Ohio. I want to make other women aware. I want to make the public aware of these predators, okay, that are occupying these positions of authority, abusing their power over women, making illegal money, right, and harming. Gordon and Evan are harming women. This is extreme violence. And they want it to remain unspoken, and it's just not going to happen with Bianca. Bianca speaks out about abuse. Bianca does not suffer in silence. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure talking to you all. I want to thank you all for listening. I always want to thank my listeners for listening. If you know anyone that could use this information, please pass it along. Please share. Please hit the like. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Take care, peace, and God bless.